Hello children, how are you all today? I hope you all are doing well. Children, I welcome you all to your English class, and for today's video lesson, we are going to start a new chapter, a poem from your Honeysuckle book, and this is the fifth poem, Where Do All Teachers Go? It is written by Peter Dixon, and we are going to find this poem on page number 67 of your book. So for a child, teachers are special, okay? They keep them in high regard, and even they do not consider them as normal human being, okay? So they do not consider, or they find it really hard to believe that they are like teachers are what? Are like common man and women. Like they don't want to believe that they are ordinary people. So in this poem, we will see how the poet is curious about teachers, and we will find what questions he has in mind regarding or about the teachers. Okay, so let's get started. For a little child, a teacher is special. Yes, so we know that we have parents at home, but teachers' place in our heart cannot be taken by anyone. It is difficult for a small child to think of his or her teacher as an ordinary person. Okay, so let's start on this note with the poem. Where do all the teachers go when it's 4 o'clock? So the first question that comes in the mind of the poet is what? That where do all teachers go after their duty hours is over? Where do they go? Yes. Do they live in houses, and do they wash their socks? Yes. So teachers live in houses, or they have special place to live in, or they go somewhere else. Do they wash their socks? Here you can see this washing socks is very ordinary. You see, it's very common. All human beings who have this routine job, they do it, right? But teachers are special for a child. Do all teachers follow this? Do they really do it? Do they wear pajamas? Yes, because you know they're always dressed like teachers in school. The children has always seen teachers as dressed like a teacher, like in salwar kameez or in sari or in some formal suiting. So it's hard for the child to believe it. It's hard for the poet to believe that means this is the question that whether they wear their pajamas or they keep on wearing their formal clothes. And do they watch TV? Yes, what do they do for their entertainment? Like children love to watch TV, like they're entertained by TV. Teachers also watch TV or not. And do they pick their nose? Okay, this is really a poor habit. We should not do it either. No one should do it. So actually this is like a kind of wasting your time, right? So the poet wants to know whether teachers also like picking their nose, like cleaning their nose, inserting their finger, digging up their nose and cleaning the mucus. Do they enjoy it? Okay. And do they pick their noses the same as you and me? Do they live with other people? Have they moms and dads? Okay, so again the question is there. So do they live alone or with people? People like whom? Like mother and father. Do they stay with them? Do they live with them, or they live alone? Do they mix with people? Do they socialize? Okay. And were they ever children, and were they ever bad? So he wants to know that whether these teachers have originated as an adult only, or as adults only, or they were ever children or not. That means they were kids anytime there. And were they ever bad? So have they done anything wrong, whether they were bad or they have always been this good, teaching good things, okay, doing good things? Were they this good from the very beginning, or they were ever bad? Did they ever never spell right? Yes, this was the question. Did it happen that they made spelling mistakes? Yes, because we know that whenever we are learning a language, when we are writing something on our own, then we make a lot of mistakes. So the next question is: do teachers make mistakes, like make spelling mistakes? Were they punished in the corner if they pinched the chocolate flakes? Okay, punished for something wrong in the corner, that means they were punished severely, seriously, for something, that means for stealing chocolates. Yes, you know, kids love chocolates, children love chocolates. So are teachers also guilty of stealing chocolates? Were they ever punished for stealing something? Did they ever lose their hymn books? Yes, hymn books are religious books. So the poet is considering that whether they had also lost, teachers has also lost what? Their hymns book, religious books. Did they ever leave their greens? That means did they ever what? Because you know, children have so tough time to digest, to eat green vegetables, right? So the question here is very clear: do they enjoy or do they hate the greens? Like we, means the children, you know, they don't like eating green vegetables, they avoid it. So now, did they ever leave their greens? That means, did teachers ever think of not eating, or did they dislike green vegetables or not, or they left it in the plate? That means they threw it. Did they scribble on the desktop? Scribbling is, children, anything when you draw or when you sketch roughly, okay? When you just, it's not readable, okay? Something which is not readable, when you scribble, that means you just write it in rough, okay? Did they scribble on the desktops? Did they wear old dirty jeans? Yes, not every time. Sometimes you see people might not want to wash their clothes because of exhaustion, because they are too tired. So he is very concerned that whether teachers also wear their old jeans, okay, their old dirty jeans, that means without washing them, not buying new every time, like to own something old dirty jeans. I will follow one back home today. What he's considering, he is going to follow one teacher back to their home after the duty hours. That means after the school is over, the poet is going to follow one of the teachers. Yes, to find out the answers of all these questions. He's thinking to spy our teacher. Yes, I will find out what they do. Then I will put it in a poem that they can read to you. Yes, he is going to find all the answers, what teachers do, and he is going to pen it down in a poem. He is going to write a poem on teachers about all these answers he has received. And you know what teachers do? What teachers do excellently? They explain you certain things. They make poems, writings, maths easy for you, right? So we explain. So here we can see that he is saying that I will write a poem on teachers, I will get all these answers, and you will find one of the teachers explaining the text to you. Okay, explaining my poem to you. They will tell you the answers of all these questions that I have. Yes, see what a lovely poem about teachers. Yes, sometimes we may wonder, okay, all these questions can come up in our mind. Now with this, children, we will move ahead with the meanings of this poem. We have certain meanings here. Pick their noses, hymn books and scribbling. We don't have, because you know, the writer, the poet has adopted really simple language. You don't need to mug up a lot of things. It's very simple. So only 3 words we will be writing the meanings, only 3 phrases and words. So let's get started with writing the meanings first. Number 1, pick their noses. Inserting finger in the nose to clear mucus. Number 2, hymn book. Hymn books are religious books. Number 3, scribble. It means draw or write something that is not readable. Okay, number 4, okay, so there is no number 4. We are done with this. I told you the language is very simple. The words are really simple used in this poem. So here you have 3 meanings. We will be moving ahead with question answer from the text. Okay. So let's get started with the question answers. The first question, number 1. I'm writing the answers. You are going to write the questions as well. So number 1. Why does the poet want to know where the teachers go at 4 o'clock? Okay. The poet wants to know where the teachers go at 4 o'clock because he is very curious or he has a curiosity to know if his teachers are also ordinary human beings. Yes, now number 2. Children, the poet wants to know where the teachers go at 4 o'clock because he has a curiosity to know if his teachers are also ordinary human beings. Now, second question. What are the things normal people do that the poet talks about? The normal things done by ordinary people are living in a house, wearing pajamas, washing clothes, picking their noses, watching TV, stealing chocolates, losing their religious books, making mistakes, etc. Okay, etc. So children, you have your second answer right here. The normal things done by ordinary people are living in a house, wearing pajamas, washing clothes, picking their noses, watching TV, stealing chocolates, losing their religious books, making mistakes, etc. Okay? Now we will move ahead with the third answer. I hope you can pause the video here and just note it down. Now, let's move ahead with number 3. What does he imagine about where teachers live? The first answer. Now let's do it. Okay, I have numbered it this way. You can just change it into this one, because in your book it's the system of numbering that they are following. So number 3 now. 3A. He imagines if the teachers live in houses. Okay, number B now. What do they do at home? He imagines if they also wash their clothes. Number C, the people with whom they live. He imagines if teachers also live with their parents. Okay, number D, their activities when they were children. He imagines if the teachers also made mistakes stole chocolates when they were children. When they were children. Yes, children? Now let's move ahead with the fourth question. Why does the poet wonder if teachers also do things that other people do? Children, you can pause the video here and write these answers. Now number 4. He wanders if teachers also do things that other people do, because his tender mind considers teachers as a super being or godlike creature. Now number 5. How does the poet plan to find out? What will he do once he finds out? What is his plan? The poet, number 5, the poet plans to find out whether teachers are ordinary human beings. By spying or following them, one of them on their way home after school hours. Once he finds out, he will write a poem. Yes, children. So number 4, he wonders if teachers also do things that other people do, because his tender mind considers teachers as a super being or godlike creature. The poet plans to find out whether teachers are ordinary human beings by spying or following one of them on their way home after school hours. Once he finds out, he will write a poem. Yes? Now let's move ahead with number 2. Okay. So we have this phrases: punished in the corner and leave their greens. We have to write the meanings. Let's write down quickly. Number 1. Punished in a corner. It means what? To get punishment after doing a mistake. To get punishment number 2, leave their greens. Not to eat green vegetables. Yes, children, so we are done with this. Punished in a corner means to get punishment after doing a mischief, and leave their greens means not to eat green vegetables. Yes, so with this, children, we have finished this lesson. What you can do is come with proper answers of this question. What you feel about teachers, what questions you have regarding teachers, and then we will be meeting in our online class and discussing these questions. Okay, the answers may be your answers and your questions we will be working on. So children, we are done for today. I hope you all learned something new and you understood the chapter. We will be meeting again with another video lesson and another chapter. Bye bye children for this day.